that there is things going on in America, especially maybe in Florida, where there's two cases and that we are all aware of that you would like to address, where it's basically happening with, something suspicious is going on. Why don't you tell us?
Yeah. So I think your listeners are probably familiar with the Megan Walsh case in Florida. And I believe that's in Indian River County. I could be wrong on this, but I do know about the case. And of course, she had her 5-year-old baby ripped from her. You've been doing a phenomenal job. Anybody who doesn't know, Megan Walsh is the daughter of John Walsh from, I believe it's America's Most Wanted. And I believe he used, in my opinion, Megan's brother. Who knows? Could have been a sacrifice for all I know. But let's just say he used Megan's brother in order to build a career under the guise of trying to catch criminals. There's a different story behind that Megan does a wonderful job at telling. But here's what's interesting. Within that same area, there's a person called Claire J. Walker. Now, that's her AKA. Her real name is Callie Shia Burgundy, and I probably pronounced it incorrectly. But she's been in jail, or was, for, I believe, over 40 days. Now, what was she doing? She was reporting child trafficking. She was fighting for her child, and she was telling the truth about the global human trafficking operations. And suddenly she's in solitary confinement, where also Indian River County, right? She wasn't permitted to type or send messages, so on and so forth. Now, I thought I was the only one that kind of saw this connection, but I have to give credit. When I started to do research, there's a Telegram channel, very small Telegram channel called Infiltrated by Truth. And I don't know if they're connected to Megan or Claire, but I can tell you what, they're putting the two cases together, which I think they should, because Claire's case is all about, she came from, unfortunately, an SRA background. I know the platform you're on, so you have to fill in the S yourself and then say ritual abuse after that. And she came through this. This is what her story has been. And then she's been exposing it at a very, very high level. And of course, instead of her being taken care of, she's thrown in jail and threatened. And her kid goes missing, her boy. So these are in the same county, and they're dealing with the same sheriff, the same people. And it looks like there's a corporation that's connected, which I will not say the name of yet because I need to do more investigation. There's a corporation connected to it also. But I just want to bring attention to Claire's case as well as Megan, because not many people are talking about Claire Walker. And this is a serious deal, and it's happening in one county. I would like to reach out personally to, if you believe Ron DeSantis is a good guy, I think you need to reach out to his office and see how he can get involved in at least checking this out. This is happening within his state, which is supposed to be the most sovereign state in the United States of America. It's happening within his state, but nothing's being done about it from a state level. This is all a county corruption, deep state operation that's still going on there. So I think it's super important that we bring attention to her. And, I do that periodically on your show. And I love that the fact that you let me do that. We need to bring attention to some of these things that are just not out there. So Ron DeSantis, if somebody can get a hold of him, have him take a look at this, because there's something super corrupt going on there. And it's not cool. It's really, really bad.
It's very bad. Taking, a 5-day-old baby away from, its mother is torturous, to the baby and to the mother. This is unacceptable, and that police officer or that sheriff, when he said to Megan Walsh that he doesn't know what the situation is, and he's here and he cannot leave without the baby because this is a court order written by a judge, what I would have said to that sheriff was, Well, I would rather you take that paper back to the judge and tell him you're not doing it and quit your job. Because, and that's what I would have said. And it's a disgrace that he can go forward with his job doing that. Now, you're saying that this is the same sheriff. Is that correct with what's happening with Claire's?
Yeah, I believe it's the same sheriff, the same county. And I've gotten the indications it may even be the same judge signing off on this stuff. But again, as you know, I'm not going to give that information as fact until I prove it. I've not dug into that and found that to be true, but I have seen correlations of that same judge's name popping up.
Do you know the judge's name?
Both cases. Okay, the name that keeps popping up is Judge McGillen. Judge McGillen. That's the name that keeps popping up. So I don't know if there's a correlation there, but the more I read, that's the name that I'm seeing. So
okay.
If he's involved in both cases, I think that's super fishy also.
Well, Megan Walsh has told me through one of my assistants that she will be on my show very soon. She wants to come on to discuss this situation, and hopefully we can have her confirm the judge's name, because they need to be exposed. We don't know if, their family or their friends or whoever is watching, they need to know exactly what they're signing, because this is unacceptable. We need to put them under the light where they are absolutely, exposed.
Yeah. In fact, let me promote somebody's channel. I don't even know who this person is. I just saw this today. It's got a very small subscribership, but it seems like he or she's doing a great job at exposing this stuff. So the channel is Infiltrated by Truth, all one word, on Telegram. Infiltrated by Truth on Telegram. So I've not even read all the stuff on this page, but it's pretty good stuff. So I think we should all take a look at this and decide for ourselves, but at least we need to shed light on this. This is all I'm trying to do. I wish I had another day to really dig into this and give you great information, but at least I wanted to shine a light on this so we can all take a look, because whatever's going on there, it's not right.
Absolutely. Now, you wanted to discuss about the Queen Jubilee, but I think you wanted to ask me a question.
I want to ask you what you think about the Queen Jubilee.
You know what? I don't take questions. I only ask questions.
I got you now, though.
Well, what is it that you would like to ask me about that?
Well, what was your take on the events? Do you feel it was real, fake? Did you feel there's something good in there, or is it just all what are your thoughts?
I think that, the Queen wasn't even at the parade where it happened. She wasn't even there. Okay. Apparently, not even Prince Andrews was there. Apparently Prince Andrews had the illness, the sickness of the lockdowns. We won't say the word. And obviously for me, that shines a light that, he's in probably custody, and the whole 11 million taxpayers' money that was paid to bail him out was just a storyline for the public. But I think much more is going on behind the scenes. I think that the people were not really, they were celebrating the Jubilee, the public, there was fairs on the grounds, there was food, there was families together. But to be honest, I don't think they really cared about the Queen. I don't think they really even cared to even celebrate for the Queen. I think what they wanted was to use this as an opportunity to have a great time with their families and enjoy the bank holiday weekend, which national holiday was the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I think Saturday was a normal day, but the fact that we had a long 4-day weekend, that was an opportunity for them to enjoy the sunshine, to have barbecues, to be with their families. And then I don't think nobody really spoke of anything of the Queen. There was one lady that offered me a leaflet for a Jubilee, for the Jubilee. And I was amongst a few people that did not know me. And I just said, that, who wants to celebrate somebody that's bailed out pedophiles, and everyone started laughing. So it's like nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. But again, it was just an opportunity for everyone to have fun and enjoy the bank holiday. I think, people are not taking it so seriously. That's what I got from it.
Mhm.
Did I answer your question?
Yeah, well, I had a similar take from it myself. Then I saw that golden chariot go down the street, and it actually looked like a hologram or something in there. I don't know what the heck that was, but I thought it was very interesting when they did the helix and the DNA strip going up all in white and to the tree. That could be the tree of life. I know a lot of people want to look at it different, like it's the serpent and so on and so forth. She was wearing green. Green means go. I don't know. I'm really starting to believe more. See, I don't like to buy the narrative that this is all a movie. I think there's both elements. I really do think there's an actual war going on, and maybe not as kinetic as we know it, but I do think the white hats are definitely doing good work, and the deep state is in an absolute panic. That seems very, very obvious to me. Do I think they've already won? No. And ultimately, as you know, I believe it's we, the people, that are truly the plan. In fact, I just talked to your buddy, Alan Fountain, on the phone, and he says it's be the plan. And I would totally agree with that. We need to be the plan, because the reality is we can't wait for somebody on a white horse to come and save us. We need to do it ourselves. The good news, though, is I do think the top dog